Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. The curious case of Jordan Poole. At one point in time, while playing with the Golden State Warriors, Jordan Poole looked like a rising star in the NBA. He was perfectly paired with the Splash Brothers and was able to put all of his offensive skills on display while being a part of an elite defensive team, which is not his strong suit. But then there was an incident with then teammate Draymond Green, which played a part in Poole's exit. Now, he's with the Wizards and his time in DC has been up and down as well. Originally, Poole was viewed as a starter who could add some real firepower to a lineup alongside Kyle Kuzma, but that didn't seem to suit him very well. In 52 games as a starter for the Wizards, Poole averaged 15.6 points per game while shooting 40% from the field and 30% from three-point range. Those aren't horrible numbers, but they aren't good enough for a starting shooting guard who is known for offense and who might be option number one on any given night. So, interim head coach Brian Keefe decided to move Poole to the bench, which didn't sit well with the former Warrior at first, but it became clear that it was a better fit, at least at the end of last season. For the final 12 games of the season as a key reserve, Poole averaged 20.5 points, 4.3 assists, and 3.1 rebounds per game. So what's the plan for this upcoming season? That's the $32 million question. Whether it's as a starter or as a big-time bench player, Poole needs to increase his scoring. With Bradley Beal and Kristaps Porzingis long gone, Poole, along with Kuzma and newly acquired big man Jonas Valanciunas, all need to step up their offensive game in an effort to score more points. Throw in rookies Alex Sarr and Bub Carrington, along with youngster Bilal Coulibaly, and you have several mouths to feed. Kuzma and Poole should be the leading scorers, with everyone else getting in where they fit in. One thing that Poole can do with the best of them is playmake and create his own shot. He'll need to do both a lot, especially if he's coming off the bench, in order the younger players to be put in places to succeed. Poole can be careless with the ball at times, so he'll need to cut that down, particularly as he's playing the point guard position with the second unit. If Poole is the primary ball handler for the second line, he will be given the reins to lead the Wizards' offense. That could obviously boost his stats, but also could put a spotlight on his efficiency, which has been an issue at times. In Golden State, he was sometimes criticized for shot selection, so managing his shooting percentages and decision-making will be key to maximizing his potential. Of course, there is also a defensive end of the floor, and this is where Poole seems to struggle the most in the NBA. While he was with the Warriors, he was able to blend in and hide a bit as a part of an elite defensive structure and system. In Washington, that's not the case. Keefe may need to protect him with defensive-minded lineups, which are now possible with guys like Coulibaly, Sarr, and Valanciunas on the roster. Poole is in an interesting position in DC. At just 24 years old, he has the chance to be a major piece of Washington's rebuild if the things above are handled correctly. If he continues to struggle on defense while also takes bad shots and piles up turnovers, his current contract could be his last. However, if he takes on the new role and finds some consistency in his game while also knocking down shots at a high clip, he could really cement himself as a solid starter/bench firecracker for years to come. Golden State Warriors linked to multiple free agents, potential steal? As the 2024-25 NBA season approaches, the Golden State Warriors are exploring ways to bolster their depth, especially at the wing position. According to Anthony Slater of The Athletic, the Warriors have brought in several veteran free agents for workouts, including Justin Holiday and Nasir Little. With training camp just around the corner, Golden State is hoping to identify key contributors who can help fill out their roster for the upcoming season. As has become September tradition, the Golden State Warriors practice facility is currently filled with high-energy scrimmages on a regular basis, mixing roster guys with younger players and veteran free agents still in search of a camp invite, Slater reported. Among those vying for a spot are Holiday and Little, two experienced wings with different career trajectories. Justin Holiday is no stranger to the NBA, having spent 11 seasons in the league with 10 different teams. The 35-year-old veteran enjoyed a brief stint with the Warriors during their championship-winning 2014-15 season. Over his 680 career games, Holiday has averaged 8.0 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game. Known for his solid perimeter defense and three-point shooting, Holiday could provide much-needed depth and experience to the Warriors bench. Holiday has bounced around the league but has always been seen as a reliable role player. His ability to defend multiple positions and knock down open shots makes him an attractive option for a team looking to maximize its roster. However, with Golden State's cap situation and roster limitations, Holiday would need to stand out during these workouts to secure a low-cost deal. On the other end of the spectrum is Nasir Little, a 24-year-old former first-round pick who has yet to find his footing in the NBA. Little has spent 5 seasons in the league, averaging 5.5 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 0.7 assists per game over 237 contests. Though still young, Little is seen more as a reclamation project than a seasoned veteran. Little's athleticism and defensive potential make him an intriguing option for the Warriors, who could look to develop him into a reliable contributor. However, like Holiday, he faces stiff competition for a spot on the roster. The Warriors are limited by their cap restrictions, meaning only standout performances in training camp could earn him a deal. The Warriors' ability to fill out their roster is constrained due to the team being locked at the first cap apron, preventing them from utilizing the 15th roster spot. According to Slater, only 2 players on Golden State's current roster have non-guaranteed contracts for the 2024-25 season, leaving little flexibility. Both Holiday and Little would need to impress in training camp to potentially unseat one of those non-guaranteed players and secure a spot. Golden State is searching for value and depth ahead of the season, and these workouts could determine whether Holiday, Little, or other free agents can revitalize their careers with the Warriors. The franchise is looking for players who can not only add depth but also help them maintain their status as championship contenders. Warriors are being linked to NBA star in possible trade. This NBA offseason has been a summer of change for the storied Golden State Warriors franchise, which has been more successful than any team in the league over the past decade or so, with 4 NBA titles won in the Stephen Curry era in the Bay Area. However, the team's dynasty has been broken up following Klay Thompson's departure from the franchise in NBA free agency to sign with the Dallas Mavericks, and the immediate future of the Warriors looks bleak in a stacked Western Conference. In the aftermath of Thompson's decision to join forces with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving in Dallas, the Warriors have tried and failed to find another star to bring to San Francisco in hopes of getting the best out of the rest of Curry's prime in the league. The one player who seemed highly likely to be acquired by the Warriors was Utah Jazz star forward Lauri Markkanen, who had been linked to Golden State all summer long until he signed a lucrative long-term contract extension with his current squad. With the Warriors unable to bring in Markkanen, Golden State will have to pivot, and apparently, there's a chance for the Warriors to land superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo, according to Sam Amick of The Athletic via Warriors on NBCS. One that I think is just always going to be monitored around the NBA is if the wheels fall off the Bucks, Sam Amick told Tim Kawakami. We know that Joe Lacob has had dreams of Giannis coming the Warriors' way for a very long time. Again, unlikely, but Chris Middleton is going to be a free agent next summer. I think Giannis is worth monitoring. Before the 2023-24 NBA season got underway, Antetokounmpo basically gave the Milwaukee Bucks an ultimatum to make a move, or he'd consider leaving the franchise when able. That forced the team to acquire superstar guard Damian Lillard, which seemed to be the right move, but last season turned out to be a disappointment, leading to speculation that Antetokounmpo could still be on the move in the near future. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Giannis Antetokounmpo? Leave your opinion in the comments.